Post Malone is a serious force in the world of hip-hop, having worked with everyone from 50 Cent to Gucci Mane to Kanye West, and also this guy. So it's no surprise Post Malone lives like a rock star. He's got a beautiful LA mansion, which features large rooms, high ceilings, and an endless supply of Post's favorite beverage.
They gave me this fridge, and they come and stock it up because Bud Light's the shit.
And of course, he's got staff to help around the house.
This is Alec, he's the beer bong guy. Keep him around. Makes $1,000 a day just doing beer bongs.
Post Malone drives a decked out Lincoln Continental. He's also got a 1992 Ford Explorer, which he's turned into a $73,000 whip he calls his Texas Slab. But Post Malone's found a ton of creative ways to spend his cash, so forget about his house and cars. He's also got more jewelry than he could possibly keep track of. He's got a huge collection of shoes, guns, and guitars, and so much ink he's starting to run out of room.
It's a cow skull with 2 eagles, but I was too pussy to finish the sides because it hurt like a motherfucker.
But he's not just spending his money on himself. He was recently seen buying his dad a pair of Air Jordan 12 Retros, and he surprised his buddy Rich Chiga with a church choir for his birthday. On top of that, he treated one of his audiences to around $10,000 worth of Popeyes biscuits. Post Malone's net worth is a little bit difficult to pin down. There are several websites like Idol Wiki, Famous Birth Deaths, the Net Worth Portal, and Gazette Review, which estimate it to be around $1 million. Now I really hope he's put more than that away. Fortunately, there's a good reason to doubt this figure. Forbes reported that he grossed $1 million from just 1 year worth of touring. He's released 7 platinum singles, and his debut studio album Stoney was certified double platinum. He's also signed with a major label, Republic Records, and before that, when he dropped his self-funded music video for White Iverson on YouTube, well, he kept all that cash. That video alone has raked in over 463 million views, which should have netted him a healthy $927,000. Of course, with all his crazy purchases, it's hard to tell how much the guy's really saved up. I mean, it's not like you can just look in his bank account, and even if I could, I'm not gonna do that and put that information out there. I mean, he seems like a really nice guy. You'd have to be a total jerk to dox him, right?
Yeah, definitely not me. I would not do that. Yo, is Austin here?
In this video, I'm gonna walk you through his financial come up, what he spends his money on, here for you on The Rich Life. My name is Michael McCredden, and I have a question for you guys. Which of Post Malone's 8 official singles wasn't certified platinum by RIAA? Place your guesses in the comments down below. The answer will be at the end of this video. Now let's roll that intro.
If I share with you my story, would you share your dollar with me?
Just ignore how it says it's triple platinum now. So I need a bigger, more ignorant plaque.
Post Malone was born Austin Richard Post on July 4th, 1995 in Syracuse, New York. He moved to Grapevine, Texas when he was just 9 years old, and his pops got a new job as the manager of concessions for the Dallas Cowboys. He's come a long way from his days in Grapevine High School. As a teenager, he worked at the Texas-based fast food chain Chicken Express. In high school, Austin was voted most likely to become famous, and even back then he had a taste for the finer things. The Dallas Observer reported that one of his classmates, Brendan Clevenger, he said this: "In high school, this man had $1,000 Versace shoes. He would spend his whole paycheck on foreign clothes and designer clothes." Now, it's hard to keep that kind of lifestyle selling chicken. Fortunately, Post Malone, after dropping out of college, he got the opportunity to move to San Fernando, where he roomed with his buddy Jason Stokes. The house was a huge gated property nicknamed the White House because it looked like the actual one in Washington. But Austin, well, he opted to move into the closet to make space for a recording studio in his bedroom.
I was sleeping in my friend's closet for a little bit, and I always would look through couches and open up Jason's car and look inside, see if there was any quarters or shit so I could go buy a pack of cigarettes.
From there, he was selling beats for just $50 a pop. But with the massive success of White Iverson, he'd be making enough cash to move out of the closet. He'd make a ton of bank from that track and the YouTube views he got off the music video. He'd also sign a lucrative deal with Republic Records. Alright, let's move on to the fun part. Let's talk about how he spends all this cash. A good place to start might be his cars, because Post Malone is giving Exhibit a run for his money. A while back, he bought an old 1992 Ford Explorer for $1,700. With the help of West Coast Customs, he added Lambo-style doors, custom body paint, 26-inch wheels with spinner rims, upping its value to at least $73,000. He calls the custom whip his Texas Slab.
That's how everybody comes to my house and they see this car and they know that I live here and they come bother me.
Yo, is Austin here?
But that ain't the only car he's decked out with West Coast Customs. They also helped him to create this all white and gold Lincoln Continental.
Basically, my whole life is a competition with my dad to see who's cooler. He's still winning, but I'm almost there.
On top of that, according to Jake Paul, who decided to document a surprise visit to Post Malone's house in July of 2017.
He's got like a ton of dope cars outside. He's got like Rolls Royces and whatnot.
Now I know that house looks decent enough, but you don't really get the full effect until you take a look inside. A huge chunk of his house is reserved for his massive guitar collection.
You know, I'm working on it. I need a bigger orange amp.
In his collection, he's got a Gibson Custom Shop Cream SG triple pickup with gold hardware.
It's like what God would play if he played guitar.
He's got this beauty with a double pick guard customized with his real name on the fretboard, this icy acoustic which I'm assuming is covered in rhinestones, well, not real jewels. Anyway, plus he's got a Louis Vuitton Fender which apparently Bruno Mars was interested in, but Post Malone scooped it up first. Of course, guitars aren't all he collects. Let's take a look at the jewelry he keeps on hand in his tour bus. I just got a text. It's not Post, although I wish it was.
Ooh, this shit is 2 Chainz ass. Chunky bezel.
It was actually H3H3. They're like, stop cramping my style. No. On top of that, he got a diamond-studded gold Rolex watch, a Rolex gifted to him by his manager, and this icy Hello Kitty chain. As for grills, well, after a bad experience ordering a set over the internet, Post Malone decided to get a proper set made. And when you're looking for the best, there's only one city to go to.
I went to a guy from Toronto named Toronto Grills.
Whoa, you know how that shit go.
Hey, that's where I'm from. Now Post Malone's also got a massive shoe collection, but he doesn't like to keep it all to himself. When Complex decided to feature him in a shoe shopping video, he decided to bring along his dad Richard. And in that video, well, he bought a pair of Supreme Nike Air Force One highs, a pair of Air Jordan 11 retros, and a pair of Air Jordan 12 retros, racking up a bill of $1,767.16.
Ring these up in 11, boo.
Yet another thing Post Malone collects is tattoos. According to him, it was Justin Bieber who convinced him to first get inked, and Austin opted to start off with a Playboy bunny on his forearm. But that tat is a bit jacked, and according to Post, it's all Justin's fault.
Playing basketball with Justin Bieber, and while it was healing, and he just messed up the whole thing. Justin did apologize, but he's gonna have to buy me a new one.
Post Malone's also got a grizzly bear on one hand, a bunch of his musical idols on his knuckles. He's got the Don't Tread on Me snake, and a snake wrapped around an M16. Most recently, he's added a black and gray portrait to his left hand. He's also gotten a couple face tattoos, a Nirvana-inspired smiley face on his right cheek, and barbed wire across his hairline. But what's the most painful one he's gotten so far?
This little Cartier Love Bangle logo right here. And that was the most painful one that I've ever gotten in my life.
Now you may be thinking you've seen some of Post Malone's wildest purchases, but you'd be mistaken. I've saved the best stuff for last. He bought this crazy Lord of the Rings inspired sword, he got a massive collection of guns, and if that weren't enough protection, he's also got a pretty ferocious looking guard dog. But like most millennials, Post Malone values experience more than material objects. So after his buddy Rich Chiga gifted him a mariachi band for his birthday, he returned the favor on Chiga's birthday with an equally special surprise.
You did this? I did. Oh my god.
But Post Malone isn't just spending his cash on fellow artists. At Coachella in 2017, he treated one of his audiences to around $8,000 worth of Popeyes biscuits. On top of that, he's got big plans to buy a 13,000 square foot bunker in northern Utah for a price tag of $3 million. So what does he need that for? Well, as he explained, it's free country out there, like you can buy suppressors in Utah, you can open carry, walk into a grocery store with a handgun on your hip, cowboy shit, I can't wait. He also said of the underground bunker, it's gonna be fun until the world ends, but whenever the world ends, it's gonna be functional. Well, I really hope the world doesn't end, and if for no other reason, so I can continue to watch Post Malone buy some crazy shit. I'm sure he'll be able to afford it. The guy keeps putting out bangers. And hey, even if candy paint wasn't certified platinum, it still went gold. And that ain't half bad. My name is Michael McCrud, thanks for checking out this video. This is episode 6, season 2 of The Rich Life. Let me know who you want me to document next in this series. There's about 1,000 artists we haven't got to, so start sending me your suggestions. You can find me on Instagram or Twitter at McCrudNM. See you guys in another video. Boom!
I think he likes us.
Bro, he's a fan.
He said he's gonna be on the song.